Boys and girls, this is the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole, Kyle O'Reilly, Roderick Strong, and you're listening to Going In Raw, baby.
What's up? This is the most must-see WWE superstar of all time and his lovely, gorgeous wife,
Marie.
and you are going in Smackdown Live.
Hi, this is Shinsuke Nakamura. Shinsuke watching Going in the Raw.
Hey, friendo, Steve here.
And Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to. Right here at youtube.com/Steven Larson. Of course, you can find us wherever audio podcasts can be found as well. Superstar Shakeup is in the books, Larson.
Yeah, it's done.
It is, well, kind of done. I still imagine there's like Samoa Joe. They have to talk about him.
Yeah, he was sick, so
They have to say something. About
I
him.
can't have both mid-card titles on one show.
You would think not. That would not, unless Fox demanded.
Maybe.
And then they're going to bring the Western States Heritage Championship.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Another mid-card title.
Back to Raw.
There you go.
Boy, oh boy. So last night we saw some more shakeups. Saw a call-up. Was it just one call? Well, two call-ups, really, if you want to consider Buddy Murphy a call-up.
Oh, that's a call-up, yeah.
Kyrie Sane called up.
Yeah, she's on SmackDown now.
Yeah, she's on SmackDown. I guess. But what I was going to say one other thing. I don't know. That SmackDown women's roster.
Oh, man. Stacked. Top to bottom. Yeah, the 8 women in that 8-woman tag match, plus Charlotte, plus Carmella. Man, that's incredible.
Who'd they lose? They lost Naomi?
Yeah.
That's it.
And they got Ember Moon.
Yeah.
They got, Liv Morgan.
And they got Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
So the Riot Squad is no longer a thing.
Yeah. Which,
boy,
there's a lot of untapped potential there. They could have done a lot more with that.
My goodness gracious.
So it's interesting, because we had speculated that the moves, at least for SmackDown, for this Superstar Shakeup, would be looking forward to the Fox deal in October. The SmackDown will be on a broadcast network, not cable. Potentially more eyeballs on the products. It'd be interesting to see what their emphasis was going to be on. Because we had heard, hey, they're going to be a lot more sports-oriented to keep in line with the other Fox Sports properties. Based on the moves, I don't know if that's necessarily the case.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be the case.
But, as anticipated, Roman Reigns made the move over, which I think was smart. Yeah. And then, obviously, they're going to have a huge focus on the women's division on SmackDown based on the depth of talent there because it is absolutely fantastic.
I wonder how much of that is how well the Ronda Rousey stuff played, maybe in the eyes of, whatever. She was on ESPN promoting the product and whatnot. And yeah, granted, obviously she's gone for now. Mm-hmm. But it did put a big spotlight. Maybe Fox sees that as a future. Man, I have no idea. Nobody knows really if Fox is. I mean, obviously they put Roman over on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Because they view him as a big name. And if I had said this before, if you want to change perception about SmackDown and its status as A show or B show, put Roman over there, and we will instinctively, thank you. I don't know what I was trying to go for. Instinctively understand that WWE views it as the A show, therefore,
we also didn't mention Bayley.
It is A show.
Bayley moved over.
And Bayley. And given that Sasha Banks is MIA, incognito.
Well, apparently Meltzer was
incommunicado.
saying last night that not only were Sasha and Bayley upset that they were dropping the tag titles at Mania, apparently they had found out they were getting split up then too. So they were pretty upset about that.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple different ways you can. Yeah. I don't know. I've always heard that it's better to be a singles competitor than a tag team. But they seem to really like those tag team titles.
Yeah, they lobbied to get them instituted. That's what Bayley said last night.
Yeah. And
then to have a short reign and then not only drop the belts, but say, yeah, we're gonna break up your team too and send you different brands. Mm-hmm. I could understand if this all came out of nowhere, they'd be quite a shock to the system.
Yeah. Man. So
here, review who went where. So who went to SmackDown?
All right.
Oh, Heavy Machinery went to SmackDown too. Are you excited?
Yeah, they listed off a bunch of people at the afterwards.
Apollo Crews and
Chad Gable. They split up Rude and Gable. That's got to be good for Rude, right? He just turned heel.
I don't know, because at least Rude and Gable were on TV on a regular basis.
Drew, Lashley, Baron all stayed.
And the
That's
heel
crazy.
In the heel pecking order, Rude's behind all of them.
Yeah. Is he behind anybody else in the in the heel pecking order?
Samoa Joe.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It might have been better for them to stay in a heel tag team.
I think you're right.
Because at least they would have been involved, maybe. Now he's going to be on main event.
Yeah.
Anyways, review the changes, please, Steve.
Give me a second here. I want to give a shout out to some new patrons. We also have a new channel member. Let's see here. Jay Patterson. Just a reminder, channel memberships now on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, will get you access to our bonus episodes. We do 5 of them a week. Same as the $5 Patreon level over on there at patreon.com/Stephen Larson. We've got a ton of rewards over there, including the $20 mark, where you get to have your video question featured on Matt Chat, and you get the Friendo Care Package, which includes a comic book, some stickers. It's really great value. Let's see here. We have Sam French. Trevor Larson. I already mentioned them yesterday. Bryant Sanchez and Jeff Patterson. Want to say thank you for your patrons.
Yes, thank you very much.
Patreons. Reminder to anybody who's watching, the Matt Chat questions are due today.
Noon, yes.
So check out the
Pacific.
The Patreon
thread.
Wall for
Yes.
the thread for that.
All right, I got the list of people who move brands. So they are as follows. People going to SmackDown, of course. Big Dog, Roman Reigns.
Big deal there.
Prince Devitt, Finn Balor.
Yes.
Elias, Bailey, Ember Moon, Kairi Sane, Lars Sullivan, Buddy Murphy, Liv Morgan, Chad Gable, Apollo Crews, Mickey James, and Heavy Machinery. Superstars going to Raw, AJ Styles, The Miz, Ricochet, Aleister Black, War Machine, Andrade, Zelina Vega, Rey Mysterio, The Usos, Naomi EC3, Eric Young, Lacey Evans, and Cedric Alexander.
I mean, look at the disparity in the women's division. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because Lacey Evans right now has grown heat. I know they want to try to get her some heel heat, but she just has grown heat. That crowd was dead during her match with Natalia on Raw. They were dead. And I just think that whole walking out to the middle of and doing nothing for months killed it.
Yeah, that did her no favors.
We're going to give somebody a big push. She ain't winning that title.
No.
I said the same thing about Jinder Mahal, though. So,
yeah.
But I kind of feel like she's not going to win that title.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's way too early. Like if she'd spent the last 2 months actually doing something.
Yeah, I know.
And having matches.
Building somebody up is not just having him walk down halfway to the ramp.
No.
And then turning around.
No, that's an Abe Simpson gimmick.
But look at that disparity. I mean, all you have going to Raw is Zelina Vega, who's more of a manager than a wrestler. And then Lacey Evans confirmed that she's going there. And then Naomi actually jumped.
Yeah.
And then over on SmackDown, I'll just reiterate these names: Bailey, Ember Moon, Kairi Sane, Liv Morgan, who I think is actually underrated.
Yeah.
And then Mickey James, who's a terrific locker room person. I would imagine she's been around forever, and you can always count on her for a decent match. And then this is kind of also under the radar. What would you do? Put these guys together as a team? Chad Gable and Apollo Crews?
I mean, that'd be something else.
It'd be hard to match those guys in the ring.
Athletically, for sure, yeah. But I mean, like SmackDown, they had an issue with too many mid-card faces, I feel like. And they kind of did a 2-for-1 deal, sending Ray and
Samoa Joe.
Well, no, mid-card faces. So they sent Ray and The Miz over to Raw, in exchange got Finn Balor.
Yeah.
And they swapped main eventers, AJ for Roman.
Yeah. Which they make out better with Roman.
Yeah.
Because AJ had sort of done everything he could do in a very short period of time.
Pretty much. It's been 2 years. He's pretty much done it all on SmackDown.
Even Roman's booking in the 5 minutes he was on TV last night felt better.
I know.
Because he punched Vince.
Yeah.
And everybody likes that.
Well, and they said, before the show started, I was like, the idea that Vince is going to come out and announce the biggest acquisition in SmackDown history, everybody's going to think it's Roman. They're probably going to swerve us in some capacity and then end up having Roman come out anyways to attack whoever Vince brings out. And I thought it might have been Lashley or Drew. But then when I heard it was Elias, I was like, oh, that makes perfect sense. Mm-hmm. That makes tons of sense because it's a good swerve for the crowd. Roman comes out, punches Vince, spears Elias.
You see that slow-mo replay? It was awesome. Vince's facial reaction in the split second that Roman was cocking his Superman punch.
I know.
And then Elias caught him.
That was great.
On the fall down.
That was great.
That was really good. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, there's so much good talent. I still don't know what they're going to do. Raw's going to do with Ricochet and Aleister Black. That's like if they both went to Raw as singles guys, it'd be like, man. But they're a tag team.
Yeah, but I think it kind of a similar situation with Bob Roode, where I felt like he'd probably get more TV time as part of a tag team. I think the case is probably the same right now for Aleister Black and Ricochet.
Raw, I mean, the disparity in tag teams prior to the shakeup really sort of evened out a bit because if Ricochet and Aleister Black are going to be a tag, that's really good for them.
You have them, you have War Raiders, and the Usos, plus the champs are Ryder and Hawkins, plus Revival's still on Raw. That's a pretty good tag division.
Revival's really good. I don't think much about Hawkins. And I really like Kurt Hawkins.
The only reason I mentioned him because of the champion tournament.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, you add the Usos, you add solidly Ricochet and Aleister Black and War Machine, and you're in pretty good shape as far as tag teams go. And then if you put Chad Gable and Apollo Crews together as a tag team.
Oh, don't forget Heavy Machinery's on SmackDown too.
Yeah, I don't care about that. They're going to be the new Sanity. They're not in 6 months. They're going to be the Club. They're not going to be on TV.
Gosh, the Club are still there.
For now, they've got Finn though. Could be the Gun Guys.
And they've teased us. They've teased us with that before.
Yeah, I know. But I would think out of everybody. Oh, and then a couple releases. Luke Harper publicly announced that he has asked for his release. That worked for Ty Dillinger.
Yeah, to do so publicly. Yeah.
And did it work for somebody else?
No, I think Ty's the only one.
And then it
publicly
didn't work for the Revival.
Yeah,
assuming they asked.
Well,
they
never took it public.
Release.
Hideo Itami asked for his release.
Well, I'm talking about Hideo Itami. They released him too. He took it public.
No, he didn't. He didn't take it public. He has asked for his release, and it came out as he asked for his release. He never issued a statement. Ty's the only one actually issued a statement about asking for his release.
Okay, yeah. With Hideo Itami, he just tweeted out "thank you" or something
after
like
he
that.
was released.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, Meltzer was making the point. Yeah, it works for people. It seems to work for people when they take it public.
There's one instance where that's happened.
Yeah,
it's Ty. That's it.
Yeah.
But he said that Harper's contract doesn't expire till November.
Well, okay. Well, that's 6 months away. What are they going to do till then?
Yeah. And it's Alexander Wolf's situation seems up in the air because that statement he issued made it seem like he was done, but then I can't remember who said it. Someone said that he might just be going back to NXT. Or NXT. I think it'd be great if he went to NXT UK.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. There's a couple of non-UK European guys there, namely their champion and European Union too. Are they still calling them that? European Union? They are. That's a terrible name. Not as bad as the Viking Experience, though.
No.
Yeah, I was kind of disappointed that EC3 didn't hop over to SmackDown either.
Yeah.
That's a bummer. That's a big bummer. Man. This Saturday, we're going to do winners and losers from the shakeup.
Of course.
All right. Cool. Yeah, so Reigns on SmackDown. Oh, yeah, and then Buddy Murphy. That's so cool. Did you see that? Did you see Cedric's?
Yeah.
Did you actually watch 205?
I haven't watched it yet.
We'll watch it today, maybe.
Yeah. But yeah, the bit backstage where he's talking to Mustafa Ali and Roman Reigns shakes his hand.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And Mustafa gives him a big hug. That's special right there. That's great. And he lost to Oni Lorcan.
Yeah,
that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
205 is going to be an interesting.
Yeah, no,
spot.
They've really kind of stripped the cupboard bare of their top guys.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, it's a very. I would think. I'm speculating right now. This actually kind of pleases me because it goes to what you and I have said 205 really should be.
It should be the NXT for cruiserweights.
It should be, yeah. It's like you have, and I imagine they don't really care about ratings because it's probably just very cost effective to do. All you're doing is just broadcasting your dark matches, basically. I mean, kind of. Yeah. That's what you're doing. And so it's not like it costs anything to produce, and you're building up these cruiserweights. I mean, now we sort of officially have confirmation. That's another. It's a platform. It's a springboard.
Upward mobility from 205 Live, which is what we were always worried about.
That's
that
awesome.
Wouldn't be the case. Yes,
that's great. So more guys like Humberto Carrillo and and all that should be making their way to 205 Live. That's really cool. I like that.
Yeah, they just need an influx of talent now to add some more people there because they just lost their 3 top guys.
Sorry if I just spoiled the ending to 205 Live, but I mean, come on, it seems like it'd be obvious.
Yeah, I mean, they already announced that Cedric was going to Raw, of course. When you leave,
y'all are fans of wrestling. You know how this stuff works.
When do you leave? How do you leave?
Yeah, on your back.
On your back.
Exactly. I'm sure it's a here's the thing, 205 isn't about who wins, it's about the matches.
Yeah, it's about process.
The journey.
It's the process, yes.
Exactly.
205 Live is about process. Anyways, let's start our SmackDown recap. Show kicked off with a video package recapping Night 1 Superstar Shakeup with some headlines from press outlets.
Yeah.
Saying Rey Mysterio should be great on Red Brand. Stuff like that.
Rey Mysterio will get lost in the shuffle on Red Brand.
No, I don't think Rey Mysterio will. The show in earnest kicked off with the Kevin Owens show with New Day members Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston as his guests. Mm-hmm. Of course, SmackDown, like Raw.
Oh, real quick, I'm sorry.
What?
I don't mean to interrupt you. We did a community poll. 2,500 people voted. I figured I should probably talk about this for a second. 50% yay, 27% in between. I wonder how much of that 27% is bummed out that Asuka's in a tag team now. Nay, 9%. Watch later, 7%. Not going to watch 8%. So, anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Anyways, of course, they were in Montreal like Raw was. Kevin Owens, being from the area, got a massive pop. Several chants. People love Kevin Owens.
Yeah, they do.
And then he addresses the crowd in French.
He said...
I think he said essentially, tonight is my WrestleMania.
He did. He said, my wife is in the front row and my kid is there and I'm home or something like that. Yeah. I saw a translation on Twitter.
Oh, okay. All right. And then he introduces Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. He essentially says, I'm happy and I have all the respect in the world for Kofi. He says, everybody cheer for Kofi. He leaves a standing ovation for Kofi Kingston. Mm-hmm. Great. And then Owen says, there is a member of New Day missing. Big E, he's hurt. Xavier Woods addresses that he hurt himself last week during their match. He's upset about it. He's also upset because of Superstar Shakeup. He's lost 80% of the up, down, down roster.
Yeah, he was all over Twitter and on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Thoroughly upset about that.
Really was. So Owen says, well, I see you're down a man. You have a tag match tonight against Nakamura and Rusev. You could probably use some backup. I will be that backup. I will help you out. I will be the third member. And they were like, whoa, okay, well, there's a lot that is involved in being part of the New Day, one of which is they move the groin area a lot. Mm-hmm. So he had to show off that he could move his groin area.
Yeah, and he did.
He did.
Yeah, he was moving it for sure. Something was happening down there.
Yeah.
They also said he had to wear like a crop top or something. Yeah.
He said,
we'll talk about that.
We'll talk about that. And then Kofi says, well, I consider myself the champion of the people, so the people want Kevin Owens to be an honorary member of the New Day. We'll do it. Crowd, of course, wants to see that happen because what we've seen so far is absolutely wildly entertaining and hilarious.
It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
And then Xavier Woods says, it's official. You are an honorary member of New Day. Kevin Owens dubs himself Big O.
That's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny.
He said Big K. No, wait, Big O. It's funnier.
Yeah.
Because, of course, the Big O, euphemism for climax.
Yes. And so Owens puts on Kofi's crop top over his T-shirt and tie. Woods, he takes a knee. Xavier Woods presents him with a unicorn horn. We go backstage where Nakamura and Rusev are watching the proceedings on a monitor. Cesaro walks up, says, now you have 3 opponents instead of 2. I will be third teammate for you in match.
Yeah. Donde está Sheamus? Where is Sheamus?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know either.
Are they going to do a Cesaro-Kofi program for Kofi's first feud? I think that'd be cool.
The matches would be great.
Hell yeah, man.
And I think that'd be terrific. Absolutely. That'd be great.
I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah. That was good stuff.
Because they've already kind of paired off Rusev and Owens. This is like the second time they've had interaction.
Yeah, I can't wait till we can talk about that stunner.
You mean the snapmare?
Yeah. Well, Rusev on Twitter said it was a shout out. He said, not only is he my boss, he's my inspiration, with a gif of Vince taking it in much the same way.
He's just showing he has a sense of humor about himself.
I didn't even have to use a stunner. He's a snapmare.
Yeah, to win the match. That was pretty great.
Before we continue, though, here's a word from the sponsor of today's show, Policy Genius. Larson, time has a habit of getting away from you.
Mm-hmm.
Heck, I looked at the calendar today. It's already past mid-April.
I know.
Isn't today the 6th? Today's the 7th.
17th.
God, it's the 17th already.
Yeah, 2 days past tax day.
Tax day.
Well, it's tax day. That's a major event. I know you're like me, Steve. You've got a mortgage, kids, people who depend on your income. So we need to spend some of that precious time that's getting away from us, getting ourselves life insurance.
Well, if you need life insurance and don't want to spend a lot of time getting it, may I suggest Policy Genius?
All right.
Policy Genius is the easy way to buy life insurance online in just 2 minutes. You can compare quotes from the top insurers and find your best price.
You know, Steve, I'm happy you mentioned Policy Genius because I have gone to Policy Genius and I have gone through the process of applying for life insurance there.
You're the Policy Genius.
Not quite. Hopefully soon. The team at Policy Genius handles all the paperwork and red tape and does so with no commissions or hidden fees, which means I get to save a lot of that precious time getting those life insurance quotes.
Policy Genius.
Almost.
So if you need life insurance, but you're short on time, head to PolicyGenius.com and compare quotes. Policy Genius is easy. It saves you money, and not to belabor the point, but it is fast.
Policy Genius, spending less time comparing life insurance and more time doing literally anything else. Thank you, Policy Genius, for sponsoring today's episode, and you're really helping out Going In Raw by checking out PolicyGenius.com.
I can walk outside, get hit by a bus, and be totally cool dying, knowing that my family's taken care of.
I know that's not true. Well, I mean, your family will be taken care of, but no, you're not totally cool with that.
If it was like that and I didn't know that it happened, I really wouldn't have a choice. I'd have to be okay with it.
Well, it'd be such a split-second thing that you would have
like,
opportunity to be okay with it. It would just happen to be done.
Dying. I'd feel better, though. I'd feel not as bad.
All right.
When you're sitting there not worrying about your family.
Yes.
So grim. Oh, man.
Anyways, next, we got... Oh,
yeah, Finn Balor. Blue Balor.
Blue Balor is now officially...
You're right. He trolled the troll.
I was telling you, man. He was trolling his previous year's troll. He is on SmackDown Live TV. Mm-hmm. He has brought Intercontinental title with him. And his first match, man, dream match already, right out of the gate, against Mustafa Ali.
You know I go hard. He goes hard. Yeah, it was a fun match.
It was fantastic.
It was like, man, Finn Balor and Mustafa Ali, that's cool.
Heck yeah, man.
That Intercontinental Championship would look great around the waist of Mustafa Ali, by the way.
Yeah, it would.
By the way.
I have a feeling Finn's going to have it for a little while, though.
Probably.
Again, fantastic match. We saw a top rope Frankensteiner from Ali after he knocks Finn off the top rope. Great. In the end, though, Ali goes for a 450. Finn responds with the shotgun drop kick, coup de grace for the win. Afterwards, they shake hands. Sportsmanship. Well, no one spit in their hand. They weren't making a deal
For land.
or anything,
For a hardware tent.
or a claim.
That's right. Yeah, I mean, what a terrific first... Man, SmackDown's so good.
It really is.
That's one thing that I can say. The episode last night, the creative around it. I mean, they have to... It can't all be shake-up. They have to actually do stuff.
Yeah.
It still felt like SmackDown. There wasn't any drastic change because it was a shake-up episode. Vince was in the building. Vince was rewriting stuff. Road Dogg was gone. For whatever reason, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the air they breathe with SmackDown. It feels...
Yeah, I don't know. I was worried. I was curious to see with Road Dogg apparently being gone, how that would affect the quality of the show. I didn't really notice any obvious difference.
Not yet, anyways.
So I guess we heard it was a team effort. Writing SmackDown, that his title of lead writer was more honorary than anything.
A lot of cooks in that kitchen, man. So, and at the end of the day, they all just they throw their ideas at Vince.
They all put it's like one of those cooking shows on Food Network where you have a contestants make a dish and you put it in front of the judge, this being Vince, and he'll say, "You've been chopped."
Yeah.
Or your idea, this dish has been chopped from the plate.
Which show is that they say that?
Chopped.
Chopped, okay.
I'm not sure they actually say you've been chopped, but there's a show called Chopped, and it's a competition thing.
I've only seen there's a Gordon Ramsay one.
Yeah, there's Hell's Kitchen.
No. It's a contest one. Is that Hell's Kitchen?
Yeah.
Where they're all doing the thing?
Yeah.
He doesn't seem that rude, though. The other people seem more rude. They all seem like jerks.
Oh, the cooks, you mean?
No.
Oh.
The cooks are cool. Sometimes they're jerks.
Yeah.
The judges.
Oh yeah, maybe.
It's like usually he's pretty cool, but then when the judges, they're all like, I don't know.
I feel like Gordon Ramsay.
They're doing too much.
Gordon Ramsay will yell at people, but I don't ever really feel like he's unfair.
Me neither. I feel like he's always doing it out of love. He seems like a decent guy.
Or when he gets upset, you can understand why he's getting upset.
My favorite is the one that has a little kid cooks.
Oh, yeah.
That he's in charge of. And it's adorable.
Because he doesn't yell at them.
He doesn't yell at them.
No.
He's super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I like that dude. He seems solid.
Next, we had a segment backstage where the New Day is looking for the Big O.
Well, who isn't these days?
They find him. They say, it's time for your initiation. And he's like, what?
Jump him in.
And then there's a huge platter of pancakes that Kofi has. And Xavier Woods and Kofi say, you have to eat this entire platter faster than Big E did.
It's like 5 minutes and 30
It's like
seconds.
5.5 minutes, yeah. And Kevin Owens is like, I've never had a pancake
Never
before in
even
my
had a
life.
pancake. I'm like, get out of here with that.
And then he takes a bite. He's like, these are dry. There's no syrup on them. They're like, we don't care. Eat.
Yeah.
So he's eating. We go down to the ring for a little bit. Carmella and R-Truth come down. We go backstage. It's been way less than 5 minutes. And Kevin Owens is finishing up the plate of pancakes. He beat Big E's time.
Yeah.
He is honorary member of New Day confirmed. Xavier Woods is chanting, one of us, one of us.
That was an amazing, that whole thing was an amazing little story. Kevin Owens joining the New Day. Who'd have thought they found the perfect honorary third member of the New Day?
Because people
great.
that asked us in the past, who should join New Day? And we always say, nobody.
Evidently, Kevin Owens is the one person who can kind of join any faction and make it better.
Yeah, I feel
or
like
make
I
it
feel
or
like that's the
or
case.
properly fill the shoes.
I
of
really do
somebody.
feel like that's the case.
Yeah.
Because, the chemistry was instantly fantastic.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Yeah.
How long do you think Kevin Owens will be filling in for Big E?
Well, how long is Big E going to be out?
Just weeks.
Yeah. So
Is it going to be a situation where he's filling in for Big E? Big E comes back. I don't think it's going to be tension between Big E and New Day, but there's going to be tension between Owens and Big E.
Oh, I don't think so. I think he's totally good guy Owens. I think there will be maybe some jokey tension. That is not going to lead into a feud between Kevin Owens and Big E. I will guarantee you that right now. Because somebody asked, and nobody's going to pick sides on that one. Kevin Owens has been nothing but good guy Kevin Owens. He lost his freaking title opportunity to Kofi Kingston, and he wished him good luck. That's good guy Kevin Owens.
For now.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really looked at
Let's see what happens over the next 2 months.
Who do we have over there in terms of heels? We got Lars, Cesaro, Sheamus,
Daniel Bryan.
Whenever he comes back.
We don't know his status, though.
It's weird they didn't send Drew, Baron, or Lashley over.
I guess they thought Lars Sullivan would fill that void.
I mean, I get Lashley because they sent Finn over, and I mean,
Yeah, they don't want to revisit that feud, probably.
but Baron, I mean, kind of surprising they didn't send Baron over.
Yeah, I know.
Who's top heel over there? Daniel Bryan and Lars Sullivan? Really?
Yeah.
They lost Joe?
Oh, Randy Orton's still there.
Orton's still there. He could be a killer heel when he wants to be. But yeah, that is weird. All three of those guys, I really hate them. I don't want to ever see them together.
Yeah. Anyways, next we got Carmella versus Charlotte. This actually was a pretty fun match.
Yeah, no, it was good. She's really coming to her own as a decent little wrestler.
Heck yeah. And Charlotte wins with the figure 8. Afterwards, Carmella's really selling knee injury because Charlotte was working over her knee. R-Truth is tending to Carmella in the corner, and out comes Lars Sullivan. So R-Truth puts up a bit of a fight, not as much as Rey Mysterio. Lars, by and large, no-sells all of R-Truth's offense, lays him out with a freak accident, and then he turns his attention to Carmella. And then Little Nate helps Carmella get out of the ring, and then Lars drops Truth with a running sit-down powerbomb. Are they going to make that his finish instead of the freak accident?
Well, the freak accident is just an enziguri.
No, Uranagi.
Not a step-up enziguri
I'd be
or a jumping enziguri.
interested to see Lars Sullivan try to do an enziguri.
Oh, he could do it. He was in a ladder match. Boy, that ladder match really hurt my knees watching it, too.
Yeah.
'Cause wasn't he just coming off a knee injury?
Maybe.
I think he had like a giant knee brace on. Yeah. So power bombs are way cooler than Uranagi's. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah, power bombs are great. After that, we had Becky Lynch come down the ring, drop a promo. She was interrupted by Ember Moon.
Yeah, she says, I'm on SmackDown. I want title.
And then she's interrupted by Bayley. Bayley got kind of a weird reaction in that she was getting booed a lot.
Montreal always boos Bayley. I forget what the origins of that is.
No, I was reading something that said on Raw she didn't get booed.
What's that?
She didn't get booed on Raw, did she?
I don't know, probably.
I remember her getting booed on Raw. Anyway, she says she wants not just one belt; she wants both belts.
Yeah.
And then the Iconics.
But she's only on SmackDown, so she
can apparently only get one belt.
She can only look at the Raw belt. She can't touch it.
Yeah. Then the Iconics come down, and they were really teasing Bayley about taking those tag titles, saying, "Oh, we got 2 belts. We took your belts, Bayley." Ha ha ha.
Oof. Ouch.
And then Bayley looked. That looked like a burn.
She looked like, yeah, legit
Like shoot.
pissed. Yeah,
Upset.
I don't think she's very happy.
I don't think she is either.
I don't think she's very happy.
Because when she was talking to Becky, she was like, "I'm here as a singles competitor. I left all my hugs on Raw."
Yeah, she said, yeah, that was an interesting little statement there. I wonder if she's still going to have the giant floatable guys.
Wacky, wavy, inflatable tube men.
That stuff. The car guys. The car dealership guys.
Yeah.
No, it seems kind of surly, but, I mean, understandably so. Her best friend is...
And tag team partner.
And not anymore. And, you know, she's...
Split brands. Different shows now.
She's hanging out, vacationing with Kalisto.
Mm-hmm.
You know. So that kind of sucks.
Then Paige comes out and says, "I'm here to introduce my new tag team." She is interrupted by Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. Mandy says, "Hey, thanks for introducing us, Paige.
Yeah, good to have you back.
Absolution is back."
Absolution
and
is
Paige
back.
says, no. Here's my tag team. First, here's Asuka, and then Kairi Sane.
Yeah. What do you think about that tag team?
Well, if they're not going to keep Asuka in the women's title picture, then it's better for her to be in a tag team because, A, she's going to be on TV more regularly.
Probably going to be a champion soon.
Yes, exactly. If it keeps her more involved, even when she was champion, she was on TV for weeks at a time.
I know.
So whatever keeps her on television and helps keep her relevant, then I'm all for it.
It really did. I kind of get the whole Asuka thing, even though I think it's really, really silly. She came in from NXT with this crazy hot streak, right? And then they sort of treat her like she was dominant, but not too dominant.
I mean, she had a competitive match with Emma on her debut.
Well, she beat everybody until Charlotte at WrestleMania. Like, they made a big deal about Charlotte beating her at WrestleMania, in, like, their first WrestleMania match. And then, like, she was still sort of a scary figure. Like, Carmella always had to cheat to win. But, like, I don't know. The fans are really, really behind her. I don't know. I guess part of me, they already have a big star in Asuka. And I get the idea that they want to build up new stars like Lacey Evans and then even like Ember Moon, who really hasn't had a decent shake on main roster. Mm-mm. And so it's one of those things where maybe they know they'll always get a big reaction out of Asuka, and so they don't need to have her in the title picture, even though like people really want to see her there. I don't know. They do that with people. They do that.
Yeah, they take people's popularity for granted.
They do. Yeah,
instead
exactly.
Of capitalizing on it and launching them to greater heights as stars and potentially making a lot of money off that. They just assume, I think, at times, well, people are going to cheer for, in this case, Asuka.
Yeah.
So she doesn't need a title right now.
We always have her around.
Yeah.
But that being said, I'm intrigued by the idea of her teaming with Kairi Sane.
Yeah, because I think they're going to be a fantastic team.
I think they're being amazing.
But like the inverse of that, and granted, this particular individual didn't have the established goodwill or run of dominance that Asuka had. But how many times have we said, "Oh, Bray can just easily be relevant at any time," and then it got to the point. After taking a number of losses, being in a number of storylines that eventually went nowhere, people just kind of stopped caring.
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like Bray needed. I see what you're saying. I'm trying to figure out the difference here.
Oh, there is a difference.
There is a difference.
In a very general sense. That's the risk
Bray
you run.
was okay. Here's the difference.
In the very general sense, the risk you run taking a performer's appeal for granted is that it can end up where fans are eventually grow indifferent because they can tell that characters that they have invested in, the company's not ever really going to invest in any significant way.
What's the difference here? Because I think that what I'm about to say is true. At some point, I think that the fans might give Asuka the Becky Lynch treatment, where they sort of will her to the top.
Oh, entirely possible.
I never got that from Bray. I think everybody was like, "Oh, Bray is really cool. He's totally like he can totally do so." But he never. I'll put it this way: Bray has never come off like an underdog story. And people love an underdog story. People are like, man, we all know Asuka's really, really good. We want to see her do more. So we're going to like start hijacking shows like they did with Becky Lynch.
Yeah.
Bray has never really been booked as an underdog. He's always been booked as the guy who's in control, but he just loses all the time.
Yeah, that's the difference. I mean, like I said, it's just in a very general sense.
Yeah, sure.
If someone, and even to a lesser extent, Rusev, when the Rusev Day stuff was super popular. Yeah, that might have been a flash in the pan thing where people were more into chanting Rusev Day than actually getting behind him as a character.
Yeah.
But you don't really know that unless when he has some momentum, you get behind him as a character.
There's a really abstract sort of thing where people get behind like Daniel Bryan back in WrestleMania 30. It's like, man, we know somebody is so special. I don't really think anybody thinks Rusev is special.
No, I understand. I
think people like Rusev.
Yeah, and I'm not saying Rusev Day should have led him to the WWE title, but when you see that a character has momentum behind it, it's worth definitely exploring the possibilities instead of doing some sort of wishy-washy stuff. We'll have him and Aiden English be together. No, we're going to break him up. No, we're going to keep them together for a while. No, we're going to break him up.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. That being said, I mean, that's why I really like the idea of her with the tag, because I think what we both said is true. I think her with Kairi Sane, a fresh call-up who I think Vince seems to like because she's been on the call-up rumored list for a while now.
Yeah.
I think that it's pretty intriguing what they could do together.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to it. And like I think they're going to get a lot of exposure now. They're probably going to get those titles
at some point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll ever come to fruition and those titles will be defended in NXT.
I don't know, man. It'd be cool. I wonder if logistically it's too much of an issue for them to deal with, though. You know what I mean? I mean, they could just show up. It could be as simple as them showing up to a taping and having a match. It could be as simple as that. Yeah. Especially with Asuka and her history in NXT. I think it'd be great. But yeah, it would have been nice when Sasha and Bayley showed up. Hey, just have a match.
Yeah.
Just have a match with some tag team there.
Yeah, I know. So that led to an 8-woman tag match. Asuka, Kairi, Ember Moon, and Bayley taking on the Iconics, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville. This was a lot of fun. I really liked this.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was great.
Everybody got a chance to showcase their abilities. That one stretch where everybody just kind of hit one of their signature moves back to back to back to back to back to back. It was a lot of fun. In the end, Asuka hits reverse DDT, a Scorpion Death Drop on Peyton Royce. Kairi follows up with an insane elbow, picks up the win in her SmackDown Live debut.
Yeah.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, no, I thought it was great.
After that, we got a short Hardy Boys iPhone promo where they were talking about how they're still sore from Lars Sullivan last week, beating him up. But at the end, they're champions, so they're out to prove they're the greatest tag team in all space and time. This was awesome. Backstage, you have the New Day and Kevin Owens, and you got the Big O trying to do Big E's introduction backstage at Gorilla.
That was good.
And them getting on Kevin Owens about making it more guttural. From the plums, they said.
From the plums. It's not easy to fill the shoes of Big E.
No.
Those are big shoes, and he's a larger-than-life personality.
Indeed. Eventually, Owens gets it. He does the intro. And apart from a quick detour with a Buddy Murphy promo saying that he dominated 205 Live, he's on his way to SmackDown Live. We're on our way to the main event.
I like that he was wearing business casual.
Yeah.
I'm Buddy Murphy.
He probably just showed up at the arena on the day and said, hey, you got a promo to do. Come with us.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You're on SmackDown now.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a secret. He's off Ghost.
So main event was the New Day with the Big O taking on Cesaro, Rusev, and Nakamura.
Well, I mean, really, it's just the New Day. He's a member.
Honorary member, though.
It's the New Day. It's the New Day. Until Big E comes back, they are the New Day.
He's an honorary member.
Well,
I mean, if you get an honorary...
Vance and Coy weren't honorary members of the Dukes.
Yeah, people ignore that whole season.
It was like half a season.
If you get like an honorary doctorate at a college, doesn't mean you're a member of the faculty.
Well, that's true. But I'm trying to think of another example here.
Or if you're the honorary captain for a team during a football game, doesn't mean you're a full-time member of the team. Like if that team goes on to win the Super Bowl that year, in case of football, I don't think you get to
see. They should have called him interim member of the New Day, but they did say honorary. All right,
which means in my mind, not full-fledged member.
Well, you know what? I don't care about your dumb mind. It's New Day. Here, look, changing the notes. Screw you. New Day versus Cesaro, Rusev, and Nakamura. There you go.
No, I can't do it from here.
Nice.
Fun match. Oh, man. Kevin Owens pinned Rusev. First, Kofi hits a Trouble in Paradise, and then Owens hits Rusev with a stunner. That was basically just a snapmare.
So, yeah, he goes in there. Face Kevin Owens is great. He drops a stunner, but Rusev does his best. No, let me ask you something. Was this mistiming? Was this Rusev trolling the Vince McMahon thing? Because it could be either one.
No, I think it was just a bad sell, and then he did some damage control saying, I was honoring Vince McMahon's sell of the stunner.
I wonder if he's never I wonder how easy a stunner is, or how difficult it is to
here's
get the
thing.
timing right on a good sell.
I feel like it's a move that gives you tons of opportunity to sell it really well, but I can also see how it can go bad.
Well, if Kevin
the
Owens
timing's a little bit off.
If he hangs on a bit too long, then you're not going to know when to spring back
But
up, right?
Yeah, but that's
neither of us are wrestlers. But
that's not at all what Rusev did. Owens hit it, and then Rusev fell, and then flipped forward.
Yeah, he tumbled over him.
So, I don't know.
He won with a snapmare.
I don't know.
Funny.
Anyways, New Day won. Fun match.
After that, Vince came down to announce the biggest acquisition in SmackDown history. And he really hypes it up. He says, this man is the future and the present of WWE.
Alex C says Rusev took a stunner from Owens last week. So,
oh, yeah, that's right. He did. Yeah.
So,
there you go.
either it was just a bad sell, or maybe he was trying to shout out to Vince. Who knows?
I could see it being either. Rusev is a funny guy. I
could
see him
he's also not the smoothest wrestler.
That is true as well. So, yeah, it turns out to be Elias. That's the big acquisition. Here's the thing. A lot of people are bitching about the Elias being on SmackDown thing because he's going to know. I get it. Because lately it's been just, it's been repetitive. It's been redundant. He comes out and you just, ladies and gentlemen, Elias. Then we got to deal with that for 5 minutes. Then somebody interrupts him and it's the same thing over and over again. I have faith in the SmackDown creative.
Yeah.
I think they do a really good job with that stuff. So I'm really hoping Elias, more than anything right now, needs actual feuds with real matches.
Yeah, I know.
That's what he really needs.
He really hasn't had too many of those.
No, he hasn't.
He's probably going to get fed to Undertaker at the next Saudi Arabia show, though. So anyways, he starts playing a song. He's interrupted by da-da-da-da-da-da. Chill, Roman. Roman comes down the ring, lays out Elias' Superman punch. Vince gets in his face. Starts yelling at him. Guess what? He's Superman punch, too. And it was great. Elias catches him.
Yeah, that was awesome. And then Roman gets on the mic and says, SmackDown's my yard now.
He leaves, and he's like, I want to do something else. Gets back in the ring, drops Elias with a spear. Ends the episode posing on the turnbuckle.
It's going to be weird, man. It's going to be weird with Roman on SmackDown.
I think it's going to be great.
I hope so. I hope that they go full-on chill Roman. I am very much looking forward to it. It's just weird. I'm trying to think, he's so... It feels out of place for Roman. Just to have him there. I just feel like on Raw, he had I know Dean's gone, but they had Dean and they were all there.
Well, Dean's not gone. Yeah, they got the Shield.
What is that going to be?
Sunday.
No, I know, but what is it?
I think it's a house show they're just broadcasting on the network.
A house show?
Yeah.
Or the Shield are going to have one last match.
Yeah. What's it called? Their last stand or something?
Against Baron, Drew, and Bobby Lashley.
Probably,
yeah. But no, I'm excited for it. I hope they get him out of that damn vest and start having him wear tank tops and Zubaz shorts.
I wouldn't get our hopes up. But
no, me neither. But still, it'd be great.
He can be underneath the vest and pants.
Who's he gonna fight? Randy Orton?
Maybe.
They can't have him go against Lars Sullivan. They need Lars Sullivan to be built up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably Randy or Elias.
Oh God. Boy, they need more heels.
Yeah, someone's got to turn.
Somebody's got to turn. Ooh, who's going to turn? Unless they have Cesaro and Sheamus break up.
It's entirely possible.
That's possible.
Give Cesaro a solid singles push.
Yeah.
I'd be all about that.
That could be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's take some questions. I'm going to hop into the Discord. You can get access to the Discord for $1. Let's see here.
Go ahead if you got something. Anyways,
I
I'll
don't.
go.
I'm sorry.
DG photo video. How much better would it have been if Io got called up with Kyrie and they formed a faction with Asuka? See, I think that'd be interesting, but they don't. Main roster doesn't do factions really.
Yeah,
just don't.
Evidently, that's just not a thing. And there's no. Hey, What about Damo as a heel on SmackDown?
That'd be good.
That could be cool.
He's great. Hector Bahar. I mean, he needs to come out as part of Young Love. Hector Bahar Hona. Wow, Raw's women's division got nuked.
Yeah, it did. SmackDown's women's division is amazing.
Jay Sean Lawrence says SmackDown sure to get the short end of the stick. I don't know.
What are you talking about?
That women's division is absolutely insane.
I feel like they needed Drew, Bobby Roode. Like, they needed it.
If they got one of those guys, they would have won hands down, I think.
Yeah.
DG Photo Video again, thank you.
Johnny Rex Experience mentions Big O is also a reference to the Olympic Stadium in Montreal.
Oh yeah. Jeffrey Nguyen. When did Ember Moon get all those nicknames? Commentary referred to her as the War Goddess, and then she proclaimed she was the She-Nom. Those are both from NXT.
What's that? Oh, everybody's making a big stink about the fact they call her the War Goddess. I think the War Machine thing or the War Raiders thing. I mean, it's kind of obvious. Look, they can drop her nickname very easily and still refer to her as her name. That's still going to go on. War Goddess is not going to go on action figures.
I think one of the comments on YouTube videos, people said, I don't think sponsors are going to want it when the entire audience is chanting war during the music.
I mean, dude, if this stuff happens, if we get pulled into or initiate some sort of war overseas somewhere, I mean, I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand it.
This Viking Experience is a terrible name.
It's just, that's a terrible name.
Again, someone on our YouTube comment suggested
Valhalla.
That's good. The Norseman.
Yeah. Oh, that's good too.
That's good too.
And people would have probably laughed at that too, but just for a moment.
Should call them the Four Norsemen.
All right, that's good. That's good.
I mean, they need two more.
No, you did good.
Two other guys.
That's a good one.
That'd be good.
The Four Norsemen.
The Four Norsemen.
Norsemen.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's so stupid, but
it
it's
is.
good.
It's good.
We'll write that down for Stephen Larson.
Yes. No, it's up here. Don't worry about it.
Okay, good. Norsemen.
Tommy Cat says, shake-up idea, Damo challenging Walter for NXT UK title.
Walter!
I think that'd be great.
Walter! The general manager experience says Finn is defending the IC title at Shield, definitely the last time, against Almas. What if he drops it to Almas and the titles don't change brands? I do kind of feel like, well, maybe they're waiting for Joe to get better and his debut on Raw will be a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
But also part of me thinks that, he's too big for them just to tweet it out.
Yeah.
Like a picture.
Yeah.
But maybe.
Yeah, who
he'll
knows?
drop it. And,
maybe.
I don't know.
That'd be interesting. Mon E, War Raiders. Oh, we just talked about this. Were renamed because of the word war, but when Ember came out, Tom Phillips exclaimed, "It's the War Goddess." Yeah, I mean, that's what they called the, was it Drew?
The Dogs of War.
Dogs of War, Drew, Dolph, and Braun, Dogs of War, yeah.
The Fishy Microwave Experience says War Machine currently aren't listed on NXT or any mention of the tag titles. Ready for another tournament? No, that can't be.
They have a whole set of TV tapings yet to air. Tommy Cat says, hello, friendos, getting a tattoo my daughter drew.
That could be either really good or really bad.
Justin Rogers seems like Lars Sullivan taking out all the wrestlers from the Attitude Era. Truth counts, because R-Truth was around during the Attitude Era. Because he took out Ray and Angle and the Hardys.
R-Truth was around during the Hackenschmidt days. That guy's old.
Joe Juarez, Kevin Owens with the New Day reminded me a little bit of when he teamed up with the Young Bucks. It made me smile.
Yeah, a lot of people were tweeting out that picture of him wearing that goofy Young Bucks attire. That was pretty funny. Let's see here.
Josh Little, Ali and Finn in the best of 5 series would be real.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd be down for that.
Rich Hardesty did New Day, Kevin Owens bits kind of have an indie feel to it.
Yeah, it did. It totally did. That's why it was awesome.
Dominic Marini wants us to do going in raw math for New Jack.
Oh,
do you have a pen handy? Thank you. So,
the legit underboss says, since the Riot Squad has been split up with Liv going to SmackDown, what's their ceiling now? I think it's higher than it was before.
Yeah, if they actually start booking, especially...
I mean, if you got Ruby...
Ruby's a hell of a talent, man.
Raw has a lot of like potential in their women's division, just nobody's established over there.
All right, New Jack, in-ring. Not a great wrestler.
Dude.
Pretty legit brawler, though.
Yeah, but all of his cool stuff was all shoot. I don't know. I hope he doesn't see that.
3 or 4?
4.
Promo. He's a good promo.
Oh, he was like an 8 promo.
Yeah,
that dude was a
really
killer
good promo.
promo.
Look.
He looks scary.
Yeah.
So I'd give him a 7. I'd give him a 7. This legacy is weird. It is all over the map. Because on one hand, he's a hardcore icon.
Like, he has a tendency to take things too far, though.
Deathmatch tournaments owe their entire existence basically to New Jack.
6?
Yeah, okay. Because there's also, mass transit.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
Which is like bad, man.
Really bad.
Why'd you do that?
Kayfabe. I mean, they were the Gangstas were tag champions a lot.
He was booked strong. Like, he didn't wrestle in the WWE. He booked strong. He was booked strong like everywhere he was. He threw people off stuff.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong booking. Hey, go ahead and throw him off 50 feet in the air.
6 or 7.
Give him a 7. He was booked strong.
Like, what,
a 6 plus?
19, 6 plus. He's like in the same ballpark as Bret Hart.
Oh, wow.
But for that particular genre of wrestling.
Yeah. Oh man! Mainly, I gave him those. Like that's the one instance where we skewed the numbers high because we don't want him showing up here and throwing us off something. There are stairs over there. I want to get thrown off.
BreakingControllers.com. Chances of a 3 mini shirt someday.
3 mini shirts. I don't know, man. We've done shirts based on We Book Raw stuff, and they don't sell terribly well. So
yeah,
don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah, but if we do them on Pro Wrestling Tees, it's not. There's no expense out of our pocket though.
Time is money, man.
Yeah.
The heel rage. In kayfabe, what was Vince's reason for putting Asuka and Kyrie together? He didn't do that. Paige did it.
Yeah.
He said, Paige, do what you want.
Yeah. Tim Spulak, please say you've been chopped in Walter voice.
You've been chopped. Chopping.
Probably not right.
It's definitely not. I just said a bunch of stuff that sounded maybe German.
Kelly88, Netflix show you would binge with someone in WWE. Who would you binge a Netflix show with from WWE?
Wait. So
you're sitting there watching the show, binge watching a show, I'm guessing, and which WWE talent would be sitting next to you?
Oh, so you
and
want
what
so basically,
what would the show be?
Who would you want to Netflix and chill with?
Yeah.
Is that the question?
I think so.
Man. I don't know, man.
Big E.
You're going to Netflix and chill with Big E?
Yeah, man.
Do you understand what Netflix...
you're
the
taking
vernacular of the day, my friend.
You're taking it that far.
Well, that's what it
the
means.
question is Netflix show to binge with someone at WWE who you want to watch. Is this what you want to sit and watch a Netflix show with?
Yeah, I'd say Paige.
I don't think there's anything sexual about it, Steve.
Do you not understand what Netflix
I understand what Netflix
means?
and chill means now. Yes, I do.
What's wrong with Paige? She's English. She has an interesting perspective. Why are you trying to go there with me?
You're the one that said Netflix and chill and making it all sexual, and that's not the point of the question.
I didn't even say that. I was just asking you
the
to
words
confirm.
Netflix and chill came out of your mouth, not mine.
Yeah. Well, my answer's Paige. I think
Fine.
she'd be lovely to sit next to and just watch TV with.
Fine.
Because she's very witty and funny.
Fine.
Really? You're going to choose Big E?
He's witty and funny too.
Oh.
He's hurt too. No. We can just sit and watch Umbrella Academy together or something. I don't know.
I have no interest in seeing that show.
I don't
which
either.
Is weird.
That's the first show that popped in my head.
I should want to see it. It's like nerdy and has to do with comic books or something.
Yeah, isn't it like an X-Men thing?
It's
like a mutant thing?
It's like, I think it was like its own comic, I think, from Dark Horse or Image or something. What?
No, I thought it was I thought people were saying it was like a Marvel thing.
No. They are comparing it to the X-Men because there are similarities.
Gotcha. Jose Alaguna, thank you. Austin Luff, hey guys, just checking in. I have to put my dog down tonight so I can really use the cheering up. Sorry to hear that, Austin.
Feed that dog every messed up thing you're not supposed to feed dogs. Turbo literally passed away with a piece of chocolate in front of his mouth, and as he was going, he was eating chocolate, which obviously you're not supposed to give dogs. But that is rough. That is a difficult thing to go through. I've been through it, and just know that if you're putting him down, you've probably given him the best life.
Mm-hmm.
Dogs are meant to last only so long. To us, we're like freaking immortal. To them, we're like immortals. So that's naturally how they're supposed to go out. So
yeah. Jose Alaguna. Who was each brand's Baron Corbin, men and women? Well, I mean, honestly, Raw's Baron Corbin is Baron Corbin.
Baron Corbin.
Who's SmackDown's Baron Corbin?
The closest would maybe be Randy Orton. They don't have any heels. They have barely any heels over there. Who else could it be? They even lost Andrade.
No, I feel like in terms of Baron Corbin, kind of the hapless competitor.
No, I know. I don't know who that is though.
Yeah, I don't know either.
What are you gonna say, Sheamus? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
If you have a suggestion, let me know.
No, I don't have a suggestion.
The Iconics?
No, they're too charming.
Baron Corbin is a singular
character. Exactly.
There are no other Baron Corbins.
Cameron Bort, 13. Bray should go to SmackDown. They desperately need a heel. Yeah, probably.
Did they do the Bray thing last night?
They did
the puppets, right?
Yeah, they did.
They didn't do
They did the Dollhouse one.
They didn't do the buzzard.
I don't remember the buzzard one. No.
Hey, would you like Nikki Cross to be with Bray Wyatt?
Maybe something different.
I think I would dig that. I think it'd be cool. Rich the Smash Bro, is Asuka above a tag team? Can she and Zayn dominate the women's tag division? I think they can. And I think they will. I think that was the point of last
put them
night.
together. Yeah, Josh Little, Taz math. Never done Taz. He asked for Taz and Tommy Dreamer.
I think we have done Taz, but we'll do them again.
I don't know if we've done Taz.
I think we've done Taz.
I don't think we've done Taz.
I think we've done Taz.
In ring, he's really good.
6, maybe even a 7.
Yeah, I'll do 7. Promo, he's a decent promo. I'd say he's a good 6 or 7 promo.
He had that good line. What was that line of his? Survive if you can.
No, if I let you. Survive if I let you. Beat me if you can. Survive if I let you, or something like that.
Yeah.
He was really good in commentary.
On top of that, he used to pack merch for ECW.
Yeah, all of them did, I think. 7 promo, because he was really good in commentary too. Look, man, when he was in ECW, the tights, the towel, all that,
He was
amazing.
Awesome. He was great.
7 look.
Thematically, he was awesome.
Awesome.
Give him a higher for promo, because you're right. He was spectacular on
He
commentary.
was really good on commentary. Legacy, complicated. Well, not complicated, but just like if you were just taking ECW, it'd be pretty high.
What do you say legacy is for a guy who was like misused in WWE?
And then he had to retire early because of injury.
Yeah.
But he was really good on commentary.
People really liked him.
Yeah.
They thought he was really good.
6?
Yeah, 6 sounds right.
Kayfabe. I mean, he had his own title. FTW belt.
Oh, he was booked to the moon on ECW.
Yeah. And who knows what his fortunes might have been in WB had he not gotten hurt.
I'd probably give him a 7.
Yeah. Man, he's going to have higher numbers than Bret Hart.
Didn't he debut and beat Kurt Angle?
Mm-hmm. No, still
6 plus?
6 plus.
Yeah.
Just almost a 7.
Yeah, okay.
6 plus.
Bret Hart level wrestling.
And then we need Tommy Dreamer math. In ring. I mean, he's kind of somewhere between. I mean, a particular style he did really well.
Yeah. In ring, I'd give him a 6.
Promo.
He was a good promo.
He was a good promo.
I don't
I'd give him a
like,
7 promo.
Yeah. Really?
Or a 6.
Yeah, I'd give him a 6.
Look. He just looked like a dude.
Yeah, I'd probably give him like a 4 for look. He just looked like a dude.
Legacy. That's going to be pretty high.
Oh, man. Yeah. He's got
to be at least a 7 or 8.
I'd give him a 7 for legacy.
Kayfabe.
Oh, he was booked weak as hell, wasn't he?
Until he won everything. Until he won all the time.
Wasn't him winning all the time? Didn't that coincide with nobody being in ECW?
Pretty much.
I'd give him like a 5 for kayfabe, to be honest with you.
17. It's 5 plus. That seems kind of low.
I feel like that's low for Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Jeffrey Nguyen wants.
Only because we just gave New Jack a 6 plus.
Yeah, no.
We did that for preservation.
I feel like that should be they should be comparable at least. Jeffrey Nguyen wants Matt Taven math.
Oh no! If there are any Matt Taven fans out there, now's the time to turn this off.
In ring, he's all right.
Who, Matt Taven?
He's all right.
He knows how to
wrestler.
wrestle. He knows how to wrestle.
So he's at least a 5 in ring.
Yeah, 5 in ring. That's good. That's probably high.
Promo.
Oh God, we go on the negatives here?
I don't say. I mean, he could talk, so he can't go the negatives.
He knows how to talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say like a 3 or 4.
I mean, I guess give him a 4 because he can talk. He knows where the camera is and how to look into it.
Look.
Oh God, can we go on the negatives here? He looks like less than just a dude.
Do 2. You don't like purple either.
I hate purple. Purple's terrible. He wears like goofy, like his ring attire is terrible. He's just he's got that weird mohawk that looks terrible.
Legacy. He's the first Ring of Honor Grand Slam champion.
Doesn't matter. So A. B.
Well, at least kayfabe. That should be at least like a 6.
I feel like he's champion now because they literally have nobody else.
We'll give him an average legacy 5.
Hey, dude, how big of an opportunity is Ring of Honor right now for all like Luke Harper leaving and going to Ring of Honor? They've got money, and they've got nobody on their roster.
Yeah.
Nobody's on their roster.
But after watching G1 Supercard, I don't know if I really want to go to Ring of Honor.
Oh, dude, right now, buy low. This is the time because you can go there, and Ring of Honor is a big deal. It's a big name, and they have nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And they spent money on Enzo and Cass, so they have money to throw around.
I know they have money. Sinclair's got tons of money.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, I would think they're going to put in Ring of Honor, but you never know. They seemingly do have money, though. They got to have something because they're not paying anybody anything because they don't have anybody.
Yeah.
Right now is a massive opportunity for anybody. You want to make a name for yourself? Go to Ring of Honor because they have Jeff Cobb and nobody else.
Jeff Cobb and Jay Lethal, basically. Well, like Jonathan Gresham's good.
I mean, there's people with a lot of potential, but then there's Jeff Cobb, and he's great.
Yeah.
Jeff Cobb is amazing.
Oh, Brody King's really good. PCO's good.
Yeah, but I mean, PCO, dude.
Oh, yeah, the lifespan on that's not very long. He's not going to be, I don't know, if he's taking bumps like he is, I don't know how much longer he'd be wrestling.
You can't get powerbombed outside. Dude, he's like 60 years old, and he's getting powerbombed outside the ring.
I know.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
That's awful.
Anyway, Matt Taven, 4+. Dragon Reborn says, Bray does nothing for me. He had all the potential. He did have all the potential. He should have won his match against Cena at Mania.
But he could still be something.
That's where they went wrong.
Let's see here. Rory. Do you think they should make the Cruiserweight title above brand like the women's tag titles? No, I think he says 205 seems like a dying brand. It seems so obvious that 205 right now, like you said, is the NXT for cruiserweights that they want to develop. Like Kushida technically is like a cruiserweight guy, but he's a big name. He's going to go through NXT and then be like a Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
He just goes straight to main, or he goes from NXT to main.
Yeah.
205 is for developing cruiserweights who haven't been developed in WWE, who aren't bringing a big brand name there. That's what 205 is. And so I think it's fine for the cruiserweight title to just be that.
Yeah.
So no, I don't think so. I
think 205 Live, now that it kind of has we're starting to learn what its identity is.
Yeah.
We'll be okay.
Yeah.
What else you got over there?
Penultimate Tommy Wiseau. I can't help but find it utterly unforgivable that wrestlers and talents are surprised in the moment by the results of the shakeup. For a scripted show to be so spur of the moment, it seems so internally chaotic for the workers, asking them to just compensate. It is odd, but that's kind of wrestling. Wrestling is just weird like that, you know? Wrestling is just odd.
Yeah. I don't know. You'd think one of the appeals to working for a major company like WWE is at least a modicum of ability to plan somewhat in advance. Because you see New Japan, they apparently plan a year in advance, storyline wise.
Yeah.
But then again, I hear like when people win, what's like Kenny found out he's won the G1 that year, like the weekend it was happening or something like that.
Yeah.
So just because
I think it's just wrestling, man.
Well, sometimes I understand stuff like you want to keep it hush hush, and so you don't want stuff to leak out. So you got to keep stuff close to the vest. But
yeah, you got all these dirt sheets prying and having their people on the inside.
People having their own agendas and leaking information.
Yeah.
Jay Baldus, do you think the Bray vignettes are a reference to his new baby?
No, but that'd be great if it was. That'd be awesome if Bray showed up with like a little baby. That'd be hilarious.
I'm a dad now, man.
Hey, man. I'm dead now. I gotta watch what I say. Let's see here. Dom Lamartina. Give it to me straight. Do you think Ruby Riott will be okay going forwards? I just realized she's my favorite wrestler over WrestleMania weekend, and apparently they took her squad away. They didn't do anything with Ruby. Like, they had always kind of teased understanding what Riot Squad should be, and they never did.
But now maybe here's the thing: like Ruby's a decent heel, but she's a really good face. Turn her face, give her a decent push, get the crowd behind her. She has the ability to put on some really good matches. Let her character work, shine. She'll be fine.
This is an easy one. Wolfpack for Life says, how do you think parents explain to kids the moments of wrestling that almost show that wrestling isn't real? For an example, Roman Reigns saying his real name is Joe on Raw. I've told Alabama many times when I have wrestling on, it's fake.
Yeah.
You know, this is fakey fake.
I say this is pretend fighting.
Yeah.
They're pretend fighting. No one's getting hurt.
Yeah.
No, I totally explained to the kids.
I don't say nobody's getting hurt.
Well, I mean,
People
I can't do
totally
that.
getting hurt.
No, they do get hurt, but you know, the day-to-day operations of most wrestling shows, most matches, people don't get hurt.
I really hope that you said that to your kids. The day-to-day operations of wrestling shows.
95% of the time, these matches are totally safe and no one gets hurt.
Yeah.
Well, what I'll say is like this is pretend fighting and no one is getting hurt by the pretend fighting. But if something terrible happens, it's like, oh yeah,
I mean, if you just
he
frame
probably broke his leg there. Yeah.
If you, Dad, why is that wrestler have his leg going the wrong way?
He got hurt there.
It's just an effect. It's fake.
Yeah.
It's like what you see when mommy watches her shows that she shouldn't be watching in front of you with all the blood, or as we call it, red paint. Anyways, what's going on in Overrun today? What's going on in the bonus episode for patrons?
Well,
and
we got chat trivia today.
Oh, chat trivia today,
and then
there's our non-news. Further details behind Sasha Banks and Bayley's situation. Why
we
Bayley was
already
booed on
mentioned that. I already
SmackDown.
mentioned that during the actual show. So
wait, why she was booed though? I just had speculation because it's Montreal.
No, and there it said because she interrupted Becky and Ember. That's like people were excited about that. Mentioned that during the show.
Oh, people were booing her for that?
Yeah, that's what Meltzer said.
No, okay. No, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Like two Luke Harpers.
Brody Lee and Luke Harper.
Yeah. Anyways. So we got chat trivia. If you want to win a really bad drawing by either me or Larson, right now on the Patreon, $5. Channel membership, $5. And that's it. Thanks so much for watching. Till next time. We'll talk to you guys later.
Goodbye.
Be a part of Going In Raw today at patreon.com/Steve and Larson. Starting at $1 a month, you can enjoy Going In Raw ad-free, gain access to the daily 30-minute Going In Raw post show, exclusive merchandise, and so much more. Support Going In Raw today. Click the link in the description.